person who said that Josh Gattis is getting fired after 1 year, what kind of performance would need to happen to precipitate him being fired after 1 year in Miami? Honestly and truly.
I believe our guy Lewis is a great supporter of the show, and he's all over the place watching all the shows. But I believe Lewis is he's going to kill me if I don't get this right, because I think he's a Michigan fan. I think Lewis is a Michigan fan.
First of all, go Blue. Grew up in Detroit. Possibly. Went to a bunch of Michigan games, but unless it's something off the field or being fired for cause, I struggle to find a reason. I mean, like, is it in the world of realm of possibilities? Like, yeah, Miami goes 0-12 and scores 1 point a game and turns the ball over 57 times, and fine. I just don't think that that's going to happen. So what kind of reasonable performance then would need to be seen by from that coach and that coach's unit, offense in total and wide receivers specifically, to precipitate being fired after 1 year? I just don't see it.
Okay, if I'm going to take in Josh Gattis' performance at Michigan and try to be balanced and fair about this, okay, he just won the Broyles Award, which would point to it's given to the best assistant in college football. The Michigan offense was 16th in scoring, 25th in total yards, but I think more effective than those numbers would indicate, because they weren't the type of offense that, like their rival to the south, is throwing the ball all over the field constantly, for big plays. They wanted to beat up on people. That was their primary focus. And that's one of the reasons why I think Josh Gattis is a great fit for this offense. What I saw him do for Michigan. Now, if we were going to poll people, especially Michigan fans at this time last year, on their performance grade of Josh Gattis, they weren't real happy with him. He arrived from Alabama as a speed and space guy, and people questioned as to how that would fit under Jim Harbaugh, with whether Jim Harbaugh would let him cut loose and do what he wanted, or there would be a melding of philosophies, or what that would look like. The 2-4 2020 season aside, Michigan football they've been good on offense. They've not been prolific or great, but under Harbaugh, they've done what they do in regards to being a little more conventional style of an offense than you see throughout the country for the most part. Then we bring in Gattis. Okay, mixed reviews going into, and again, I'm going to discount the 6 games. They did count on the record, but 2-4 season is obviously not what Michigan has been otherwise under Harbaugh. Okay, what I saw was, and I was really impressed by this as I saw it unfold throughout the season, because they started out super run heavy, like running heavy percentage-wise with military academies the first 3 or 4 games of the season.
Yeah, they were.
Like, they had some 8 pass games in that range, 8 to 11 pass attempts. Okay, they came out against Wisconsin, and that was really the first big opponent they played them on the road. They opened it up, threw for like 260, and they show, okay, they were saving this, and they were working on this. Okay, what I saw out of Michigan's offense was they were somehow, and I was impressed with this, able to maintain that tough guy identity, where Hassan Haskins, first and foremost, he's going to pop you in the mouth 32 times, but we're going to get more creative, with our 12 to 15 play calls out of the rest of the offense. And I thought that they were much more effective in utilizing the speed and talent that they had with Donovan Edwards and Blake Corum and guys, Andrel Anthony on the outside, but maintained that Michigan bully offensive line, Hassan Haskins identity. And they had a really good defective offense.
Yeah, and I mean, as I'm looking at it, the first 4 games were 17, 15, 17, and 16 in terms of pass attempts. After that, there was 1 game fewer than 28, and that was the O State game, because they were up, and then they eventually leaned on, on them to secure the win. You know what I mean? But yeah, there was obviously the pace and space kind of thing coming from Alabama, and then it switched up because Harbaugh wanted to go with that. But that's more of a crystal ball kind of mentality. But I would say maybe not as run heavy, maybe a step back towards balance with a little bit more, in the pass game. But yeah,